we first started forming the GPS activity and discovering our team dynamic, luckily we didn't have to walk, and Edmund drove us in his nice car into Boston. So we basically divided up tasks, such as Brian keeping the time. I worked on the puzzles, and Emily and Scott attempted to work the GPS. After working together and forming our team contract, we began finding our places in the team. Brian continued to be a strong J and keep the team on time.
Guys, our final presentation is due in 2 weeks, so I suggest we just hurry and get it done right now.
Okay, but we got an email from Professor Latch regarding our culture presentation. We gotta be. No.
We are having a rough start here. We all have different MBTIs, and each of us has distinctive characteristics and personal backgrounds. We have assigned roles when we wrote the team contract, but I don't think it is working as we wanted. During team meetings, we work hard and try our best, but the grade does not reflect our hard efforts, which is very discouraging as a team. I'm very worried. Something got to be changed. I think it is time to give constructive criticism to each other for the better performance. I cannot afford to get a B in this class.
Alright, so here's what I think is the deal. It messes up reasonably bad, but I think we have the ability to regroup as a team. So I think if we work harder next time, I see no reason why I wouldn't be able to do much better. Looking at this, I mean, as long as our goals are aligned, which is kind of the point I think about learning about teamwork in OB, I think that we shouldn't have any problem acing this project.
Well, remember when we got our team contract back, and we sat around and we talked it out? It really just made us think about how much harder we needed to work, and we decided that we were going to move into a stronger direction with our team roles and work harder at being better at communication and increase our time in team meetings so that we could not only better get to know each other and bond and grow closer, but so that we could work and be more productive.
I feel like we've made a lot of progress in the team process so far. We definitely had the forming stage after the GPS activity where we sort of discovered our expectations. We had a lot of storming going on right after the class feedback session where we all kind of went around in a circle and each got a chance to talk about some of the strengths and weaknesses of each person. But now we've definitely moved on to the norming stages, and we're currently working towards the performing stage, which is going to be the final paper and our final presentation. Alright guys, everyone update your slides accordingly to the content you made in the team paper, and then just send them to me when you're done and I'll put them together.
We found it very important to reassign our roles because all of us did not fit what we had originally called ourselves. We also had to edit the Gantt chart to improve how we had originally projected our project plan to go and make sure we met our deadlines. Because these deadlines weren't just ideas, these deadlines were important and necessary for us to actually increase our productivity as a team. And I think that productivity is the bottom line.
I try to open up the Johari window of our teams. We can pry away information so that they actually disclose information to the team.
So as we headed on into the performing stage, our team definitely exhibited a lot more cooperation within the team. Once we'd reached that storming stage and began norming, we really opened up the levels of communication where people were really free to talk about the issues that arise. As far as tasks go, we were a lot more committed to the actual task at hand, and we were able to allocate roles based on the skills of each person. And finally, the conflicts were resolved a lot more quickly, and it allowed us to perform better because we weren't bogged down with the minutiae of having to deal with each issue as it arose, because pretty much everything was out in the open.
For the adjourning stage, we're gonna eat at Max Brenner's, where there are many chocolates. And we're also gonna discuss our team performance and reflect on the overall experience as a team. And we are going to celebrate the success of completing the OB221 project.